JMV Jordan. I'm about over 7 months into streaming now. Mainly stream on TikTok, and my plan is to grow on Twitch. Yeah, we're 7 months in, and boy did those 7 months go fast. I have ChatGPT'd questions to basically tell you guys the realities of streaming, a little bit about my journey and process throughout the 7 months that I've been streaming. All right, the first question is, why did I start streaming? First of all, a bit about me. I am 21 years old. Wow, that is Ankh status. And throughout my whole childhood, I've been watching YouTubers and streamers have been just growing and growing ever since the freaking ninja days from the Fortnite days, you know, and then IRL started to be really popular. My top 3 streamers, chat, or like top 5, I would do like Kaisenat. I think he's a goat of streaming. Marlon really inspired me. Jinxie as well, gotta put Jinxie up there. There's a bunch more, but those are just to name a few. But basically watching those guys have inspired me to start streaming. The main thing that made me want to start streaming is just from the outside looking in, it seems like they had so much freedom to basically just do whatever they want, and that's honestly what I want. And seeing them make really good money out of like streaming and then just making content, I thought to myself, like, that is got to be the best job of all time. Playing the games that you love and getting paid for it, or you know, doing wacky funny stuff and being paid for it, you know. And on top of that, like the popularity aspect of it as well, having your face identity become your money maker, it's different. So I was just like, I feel like this is for me, and that's why I started. So let's talk about the start of streaming. It was basically what I expected it to be, streaming to like basically no viewers at all. And this is actually a funny backstory. So I stream basically Rainbow Six Siege right now, and I try to do IRL, but it's funny because the game that I planned to start streaming was FIFA FC26. When that game came out, I was like, I bought all my streaming equipment and everything, and I was like, I'm gonna like grind this game and I'm gonna like stream this game. I think it was like the first few days I started streaming FIFA, like obviously I was getting a few viewers, no more than 10. I was watching YouTube videos, and it's like the main core of streaming is to interact with your viewers or with your chat, right? And when I'm playing FIFA, it's such a game where you have to lock in so much, where it's like I'm locking into the game and I'm barely interacting with the chat because I'm locked into the game. Before you know it, the viewers will leave because you're just playing the game and not really reading their chat. With that being said, it's like I found that FIFA was very hard for me to do. Like I can't give good gameplay while talking to the chat, do you know what I mean? So then I just started playing every game. Like I was hopping onto a different game every day of streaming and sort of seeing what I liked and sort of seeing what I enjoy and what the chat enjoys as well. And I'm actually still doing that now actively, but I've found something like a few months after starting, which is Rainbow Six Siege. I found that I enjoy, and I found that I get more viewers at. That's basically the start of streaming and a little bit of what I learned. Let's talk about consistency. When you do start streaming, from research myself, consistency is the number one thing. To show up when you don't want to. Like there's been times where I don't want to stream, like I don't feel like streaming that day, and it's like someone gives me a bunch of galaxies on TikTok. Like I'm getting money for it, which is hectic. But what I'm trying to say is, imagine if I didn't show up to that stream, I wouldn't have got that. And that's the mindset as well. You shouldn't go into streaming with the mindset of I'm gonna make money. And I've never had that from the start. I'm not focusing on money right now. My main focus, 7 months in, by the way, it's been so long, 7 months in, is finding my identity within content creation. So right now I'm streaming Rainbow Six Siege, but like I'm a lover of games. I don't want to just stick to one game, you know. I want to play different games, and I want to do IRL, and I'm being like purely open and honest. In terms of IRL, I don't know what I want to do. That's why it's important for me to show up every day and just try things that I haven't. Did I ever feel burnt out or repetitive? Yes. For those of you guys that don't know me, I'm a sport photographer, and it involves a lot of editing. So combining that and editing clips every day, that takes the majority out of my day. So with streaming, clips is very important. Clips you need to post every day as much as possible, short form content. Did I feel burnt out? A little bit, but I was still showing up, and I'm aware of when I feel overly burnt out and whatnot. Did it feel repetitive? Okay, let's get into that. When you're starting off streaming, it's important to be aware of, are you going towards the direction you want to go to? Do you see yourself going down this route long term, you know. Me starting off streaming, I was basically trying off different games, and the thing that I found out early was people wanted to join my stream. I don't think it was to watch my streams, it was to come play video games with me. So when you're a small streamer, especially when you're playing video games, playing Fortnite, you know, FIFA, the only reason people would watch you is like wanting to play with you. Can you invite me? Can you invite me? Can I play with you? And in my mind, I was like, I don't want my viewers to watch me just to play video games with me. By the way, I'm still doing that right now, by the way. I don't want them just to watch my stream just to play video games with me, you know. I want them to actually like enjoy the stream for who I am. What I learned early on is I don't want my streams to be a come play with me, you know. I don't want to be that type of streamer. That's a, how do you say, a speed bump that I had to overcome. Why clips matter so much? Okay, this is a game that every streamer should know. When you're just starting out, you should not be streaming no longer than 4 hours, I would say. I think the sweet spot is around 2 hours of streaming. 2 hours of streaming a day, or maybe 5 to 7 days a week. I think that's a sweet spot. Okay? What you should be doing, the shorter the streams, the better. What you should be doing is clip farming. Clip farming as much as possible within those 2 hours. Before the stream, you should have an idea of what you want to do, so that you're just not playing just to play, which is what every streamer does, and I fall victim to as well. It's like working a job. When you keep on doing the same thing, you're gonna know the outcome, and there's no growth that comes for that. So it's important to, you know, take time, take a break, and reset and plan the sort of streamer that you want to be, right? And you should be clip farming as much as possible and posting at least two to three clips a day. People are gonna see your clips, and then when they scroll on TikTok and see your clip, right, if they see you go live, like that little red circle above your profile photo, they will just tap on it, and then they'll click on your stream, and that's a viewer like that. I think that's one of the bigger things on TikTok if you want to get viewers, and it's publicity. Like, I only grew from clips, not just streaming itself, which people know my face because of the amount of clips, the quantity of clips that I've posted. And quality matters as well, but starting out, I think quantity is what matters the most. The more you watch yourself, right, you sort of see what sort of creator you want to be. You post a clip, right, say you don't like it. That was a cringy ass clip. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want my image to be like that. Keep posting clips. Oh, I like this clip. That viewers found that funny. I got a few likes from that. Maybe I should do more of that. I enjoyed that. And that's the reality of it, you know. The good parts, okay. Within my 7 months of being a streamer, the good parts, the first thing that comes to mind, I don't know, I got raided by this R6 streamer, Cypher. She's a baddie, by the way. I've seen her face before, and I've liked her post. She's actually funny, and I followed her on TikTok, but I didn't know her name, but I knew her face, right? Again, that's why clips are popular. I didn't know her name, but I knew her face. I've seen her content. I don't even be streaming on Twitch like that. I'm a TikTok streamer. So I stream on Twitch. I think I was doing a PlayStation versus Xbox sort of tournament, OCE tournament. And then she raids me. Cypher raids me with like 200 viewers, which is huge for me, by the way. And I have no idea because I don't even have OBS fully set up. I didn't even know how to say her name. It was the most cringiest thing of all time, and the worst first impression you could do to a big streamer. I'll show the clip of it right now. But I would say that's one of the most memorable moments. This is some game that I learned from Marlon's stream. The FaZe guys as streamers, the FaZe guys, they had meetings when they were together, and they spoke to Marlon when he first came there. They said to him, what makes the FaZe guys FaZe is like, and what makes them get views and what makes them popular is, what do the Avengers have? They all have their own superpowers. For example, with streamers, they all have their superpowers, what they're good at. And then they said to Marlon, because he was still kind of growing at the time, like, what is your superpower? And that should really hit for every small streamer, because everyone streams, right? But what is going to make you stand out, and what is your superpower when it comes to streaming? What differentiates you in terms of streaming? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The only way you can find that is trial and error. If you don't quit, you won't lose, right? What kind of creator do I want to become? I want the freedom as what Marlon has. That guy's doing whatever he wants, but the only thing is, I'm not 6'4" and good looking like him. like him. You know what I mean? So it's just like, as I mentioned before with the phase guys, I gotta find my superpower. You can't, get that without trial and error. Let's end it off here. Let's end it off with one final message to small creators or people that just want to start out with streaming. Don't go into streaming with the mindset of making money. Your mindset should be, what will my superpower be? What do I enjoy? Or what sort of content am I going to be making for a long time? Just say, in a world, what sort of content would you be creating without being paid? So that way you find out what you love. If you can figure that out, it's only a bonus for you to be getting paid once you figure that out. For example, Jinxie, he loves the hell out of Rainbow Six Siege. He absolutely revived a dead game that no big streamer plays, no streamer at all plays. He revived it himself. He loves it that much, right? And he just created his own path, and that's motion, bro. That's just motion from him. Yeah, just find what you love in terms of streaming, and it's all about trial and error. Keep showing up, and I would say the quote of the day is, if you don't quit, you will never fail.